Happy Friday, everybody. Today is January 13th. Not good if you suffer from triskaidekaphobia, fear of the number 13. This is your Friday the 13th planning video. In the past videos, I've come to realize that as much as I try, there's some of the planning videos that will not apply to everyone. I always try to have something for all ages, but I don't always succeed. I want to go over a few more items today about the Secure Act 2.0, but they will not all have to do with the workers or the retirees. They can work for everyone. And I want to use a moment to talk about what we're going to focus on for the upcoming quarters. About Secure 2.0, in case you missed this, check back on the past few planning videos. Two other provisions which we spoke about. This one we spoke about last year, and now it's there. According to the U.S. government data, as of January 2022, the average median employee tenure for a man was 4.3 years and a woman 3.8 years. What does that have to do with Secure 2.0? We spoke about a national database of retirement accounts so that when you think about the job you had 3 jobs ago and you can't recall what you did with your 401k, there is now a place to search. I can honestly tell you, I'm not sure how or when they'll populate this and keep it up to date. But if they do, this will be a great tool to make sure that your hard-earned money finds its correct home in your pocket. Second is one of the provisions that I'm not sure I'm happy with. It's the $1,000 emergency fund that you'll be able to tap into in your retirement plan. I'm all for emergency funds. We've talked about that, but the trade-off of putting a 401k fence around it, I prefer to look to do that at the bank and have all of your retirement plan money following your long-term investment plan. Finally, let's talk about what we're going to be doing, what we're going to be talking about in 2023. One of the key starting items will be to jump the gun and not wait until October, which I'm sure you all guessed is National Estate Planning Awareness Month. I know. As you know, I do not play the part of a lawyer or an accountant, more specifically put out for compliance. I do not give personal legal or tax advice. What I will do, if you connect us, will be to work with your legal and tax advisors to assist in getting your plan in place. As you know, I like to bring you what I call tales from the front line. Those are stories from the meetings I've been having. So I've been mentioning this over a dozen times in the past 2 weeks in meetings, and whether in person or on Zoom, I get a deer in headlights look. Not once have I gotten the answer, at least not yet this year, that their wills, trusts, power of attorneys, healthcare powers, or even beneficiaries are 100% reviewed and up to date. This is a contact sport. You have to work hard to keep this up. This is why I'll bring it to you so we can, I'll probably do so numerous times throughout the year. Another take from the front line, or about 100 of them in the past 30 years, when someone passes or is incapacitated and these plans are not in place, no one walks away unscathed. It's a hard time, but not having this stuff up to date just makes it harder. Okay, that's all for today. I think I said at the end of the year that this is the time that I love. The end of the year is the time that I love, and now I'll say the beginning of the year is one of my favorites. Overall, since there is so much that I get to do to help you in all the planning process, I'll admit it, I pretty much like all of the year. I would prefer the sun to come out like it is today sometime, but that will happen in Chicago again in June. So we've got Monday off again, this coming up, this time for MLK Junior Day, so the market update will be along on Tuesday, and I'll be back on Friday with another planning video. As always, please feel free to send this to others, call me with any questions, and if you have some suggestions or topics you'd like to hear about, please let me know. Have a great weekend.